Give it to you straight. If you're not listening to Feral Activity Podcast, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life. I don't know what the fuck you think you're doing, but you need to stop whatever it is you're doing and go listen to Feral Activity Podcast right now. Right now. It's Feral Activity.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to Feral Activity Podcast. This is your one of your hosts. My name is Ice and I go by Sachy Ice Queen on a lot of social media. It is definitely it's gonna be an interesting live. We're gonna touch base with a few things, but the main thing is we're going to be talking and discussing the differences of violence in the bedroom and outside the bedroom. It's going to be an interesting conversation. As soon as everyone gets in, we'll definitely get started. But I did want to kind of talk about the latest episode that you guys probably heard about cyberbullying. And we had Cubby and also Anubis with us. It was very exciting, to get to have them and, get to be able to be on the podcast. We'd the previous agency that me and my husband were in, they were part of that agency, and we got to know each other, and we share similar interests, and so definitely was a interesting episode because we were talking about cyberbullying and our experiences with it. And so if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. If you haven't checked out our past episodes, definitely go back to YouTube. You make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow, make sure you, do all of the things to make sure you get notified. And if you want to be in our Discord link, that is where we basically on the Discord, that's where you get sent the link every Feral Friday, whenever it drops. Sometimes even before. But they're released every Feral Friday, so at least you can always go back. So every single episode that we do, it's always going to be released on Feral Friday. I know today's Thursday, but we record on TikTok. So if you want to be listeners that, are interactive, this is kind of like an interactive podcast where, we allow people that want to be in boxes to come up and just kind of be it's definitely something that I'm excited for, mainly because the ones that we have coming up, we've been brainstorming for y'all, and they're going to be episodes you're not going to want to miss. We have a upcoming guest, that he is the highest paid neurologist in Texas. And so it's definitely something that it's going to be one that you're not going to want to miss, because, he literally does he does coaching. He's an amazing person. We met him, and he's actually from the UK, and he has 5 facilities in the world. And he's known as the addiction coach. His name is Dr. Rob Kelly. We've had him as a guest on our first original podcast called Moving Mountains for You, which you can find on Spotify. Back in the day, I want to say about 4 years ago. So it was a cool. I'm very excited for that episode just because I know he's an amazing speaker and guest, and so and the way with the conversations that him and my husband have are super excited, and so I'm very excited for that. Right now, I'm just sharing it to the Voices of the Jungle. If you haven't followed the Voices of the Jungle, definitely go do that. They are basically, you know, they're the reason why we can do this podcast, honestly, because I don't consider myself a very feral person. My husband, on the other hand, is feral, but I don't. I basically am just a facilitator and a producer, and so the reason why we have all of these, amazing voices of the jungle is because we've made friendships with some of these people. And it has been an adventure, and I'm very excited just because, oh, hey, ma'am, there's one of the voices of the jungle. And Callie's also going to be joining us soon. And so I'm very excited for this episode because we're going to be talking about violence inside the bedroom and outside the bedroom and just the differences, and who better than Madam Mim. Who better, literally, because it's just definitely, hey, the Masked Viking, how are you? This is a recording, and so of the podcast, and so if you do come in a box, just to let you know, we are recording the podcast. You're okay. Well, that's good. But yeah, our topic for this episode is violence inside and outside the bedroom. And who better than to explain this than Mim? So, Mim, go ahead and kind of reintroduce yourself, because you were our first guest. We did it was 3 hour interview with you, and we had to do 2 episodes. So for just refresh people of what you do and a little bit about you and why you're just the best person for this particular topic.
I wouldn't say I'm the best person for the topic, but I'm probably the most favorite for the topic.
Yeah.
Hello, my beautiful little people in podcast land. Welcome to Feral Activities. I'm Madam Mim, and I run and own my own dungeon. Oh, there you go. Hang on, dungeon. Oh, I'm just trying to wake up. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it's tomorrow over there.
Yeah.
Oh, by any chance, if you've heard a little different accent, she is in Australia, and so yeah, she's our favorite Aussie out of the podcast for sure. My personal favorite Aussie, but I'm just a little biased.
So, g'day to everyone. Violence inside and outside the bedroom. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
See, you deal with the consequences on both, so your spicy work and your actual job. So
yeah, this is actually really true. I don't know that everyone knows what my normal job is. So I'm a senior corrections officer, but I run the life sentence unit, maximum security prison with men. Yeah, it's awesome. And my spicy job, well, my normal job is I lock them up. My spicy job, my spicy job is I like to lock them up and play with them.
See, so many people were saying, "Oh, okay, she's a dominatrix." So, kind of explain to, like, I know for those that haven't watched the first and the second episode, what is the difference between a dominatrix and a madam?
Okay, well, a dominatrix, yeah, they, well, between a madam and a dominatrix is I'm 4 levels above a dominatrix. So I do everything that a dominatrix does. But if you wouldn't call me a dominatrix, I will dismiss you immediately. Because no disrespect for dominatrix, but what I do more specialized and
Does dominatrix deal with aftercare like you do?
everyone
Oh,
deals with
everyone
that.
does. Okay.
It's a must. If you're not getting aftercare after a session, then you're with a fake.
Yeah.
You're with someone, and that's a dangerous thing too. I mean, that actually you could put that in under violence. If you're having a session and it's pretty intense, and the aftercare has to be adhered to, otherwise that's a form of physical and mental abuse.
Yeah. I think that's definitely, a good it's definitely something that, like, I didn't know anything about this world. I've just read maybe like one book and I saw, 50 Shades of Grey series or whatever on movie, not read those, but so like whenever it came to certain things, I didn't really know anything about this world until I started. There's another voice of the jungle. He's the main host. He's the creator of this idea of this podcast, the Monarch of Fire. We call him the Monarch. Okay, baby. I don't know why you texted that, but or you commented that, but to me, it's definitely something that. Hello, everyone. Today we're talking about violence inside and outside the bedroom. Just so the people that are coming in that know what the topic is, you have to send a heart me in order for you to get a box. Because if I don't know you, but Mim here, she has a lot of experience in the consequences of both of these situations because she has that experience of working as a corrections being third to the warden over there, and so it's definitely something that is something that it's a big topic because I feel like a lot of the times there's certain comments that are said that are misconstrued as, oh, that man is abusing his wife, but they don't know the relationship that the woman and the man have in the bedroom. They don't know the words that are said in the ears. They don't know what like they don't know what insight, insights baby making or whatever, so and men, because of her, spicy work, she has, firsthand in that. So one of my questions is, ma'am, is whenever you have a session with a couple, are you do you monitor or can you hear certain things that would kind of question, oh, do I need to report this? Is this too far? Or like who is the like how do you know how far is too far when you're just watching and observing a couple?
Tone of voice. It's also
Oh, that is
body
this.
language and facial expressions, the micro expressions. But yeah, definitely tone of voice.
That makes a lot of sense because like I can feel, you know, whenever me and my husband have a disagreement, I can feel whenever he's doing, oh, Brooke, that's another voice of the jungle. This would probably be like a good episode. Brooke, we're talking about violence inside and outside the bedroom and the differences. And so, but yeah, I'm super excited about this podcast episode because, like, me personally, my family thinks that my husband is a little bit harsh with his words to me, but they don't realize our relationship. And so there's a reason why I allow this man to speak to me like that because I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it I don't there's certain times when I can tell that he's joking and whenever he's not. And I think like you mentioned the tone of voice. It has there been has there been an occasion where you heard the tone of voice and you're like, oh no, that is not okay? And did you have that conversation with the couple, or how did you
Yeah, I have the conversation before any session, and it's usually sorry, it's usually at least a week before the session, because there's questionnaires that I want filled out so that I've got a comprehensive idea of what they want, and I look at their answers. I analyze it. I question more. If I have any inkling that they're basically, if the woman or the male is there with coercion, I'll pick it up.
yeah, I think
And
that
if I
makes a lot of
don't,
sense because like
if I don't, then sorry,
oh, you're fine.
then I quickly realize, and if I think that it needs to end, I'll end it straight away.
Oh, okay. Even if they paid for a certain, like, how do you deal with that as like a business person? Like, hey, I signed this contract for this time to this time. Is there something in your contracts that says that you can, end them for whatever reason if you see fit?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. And it's my discretion as well. That if I think that it needs to be ended now, I will give them a percentage back of the money.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not going to hold on. I'm not going to hold on to it. I'm sure there's places that do. No, I'm not going to ruin my reputation and my business reputation for a wanker that wants to abuse their partner.
Yeah. Well, welcome, Callie. Welcome, baby.
Thank you.
Lamona.
Sorry for the late arrival.
It's totally okay.
That's all
I'm
right.
pretty sure
I
some
did.
women have had that same word that they said. Those same words. Oh, man. But yeah, in your experience, Kelly, or when it comes to like violence inside and outside the bedroom, has there ever been a situation or that you've heard, like, have you ever heard a conversation where you felt like a woman was being verbally abused, but then you don't necessarily know if it was like how can you tell that that woman was being abused because she wanted it or because she didn't want it? Because I know, like, in my personal experience, my family, they think that my husband verbally abuses me, but they don't understand our relationship and they don't understand that Mim kind of understands our relationship, kind of like, if we don't, like, rage bait each other, we don't love each other, so it's like it's it to me. I mean, I'm not saying that it's entertainment for me, but it really just, there's certain things that he does, and he's even told me too. He's like, it kind of turns me on when you're very, very like assertive like that, and just so like I think that every woman is different. But have you ever had a case where you were like, oh no, this is too far, and you had that conversation with your friend that was a woman? Kelly?
Yeah, and I would say that I've personally never experienced abuse, at least physically, in a relationship. Looking back, I maybe like verbal, not like breaking down, but like, oh, are you really gonna wear that shirt type of thing. But with your question, I'm not gonna say their names and all that, but I have been over at like a friend's house or apartment or whatever, and I'm there, we're hanging out, and the boyfriend comes home. Maybe he's had a bad day or something, and she just like excuse herself, and they're talking in the other room. And I'm very good judge of character, and I'm also an empath and a natural intuitive. So like I listen to everything, not just the words. And like from the where I was sitting, I could see them too. I'm like, I was keeping my because the guy was not like an abusive kind of guy, but in that moment, like I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep a watch on this, and like he threw something at across the room, not at her, but I'm like, and I'm stepping in because I could tell she was scared, and I walk in, I'm like, everything okay here? And he yelled at me, and I'm like, okay, we get your shoes on, grab your purse, we're leaving. You can stay here and cool off. We're leaving. And I pulled her out of the situation, and we went out to dinner, and a couple of hours later, like, I'm coming in. No, no, it's okay. No, I don't care that it's 1 a.m. I'm not going to leave you here until I'm sure that, like, you're going to be okay. Otherwise, you're coming to my place. So
Yeah.
I've had that, and I've had friends that, have been physically and SA as well, and within relationships. So, I mean, I can draw on their experiences and speak about that, but I'm not going to say any names or
Well, of course,
anything like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
I'm just speaking from my personal experience because I
Right.
know that like my family, they literally think my husband is like the worst person in the world. I'm not saying everyone, but like a few select one. But it's because they don't
Hmm.
understand me as an
Right.
adult. They're still seeing me as a child because I'm the youngest
Right.
of 6 kids. So it's
What?
like they don't realize that there's sometimes I'm like that, just like he's told me, like that
Yeah.
assertiveness that I have, you know, is something that draws me or draws him to me, and it's the same way. There's certain
Right.
situations where I'm like, that's why I married him. Like, and
Yeah.
so again, there
Well,
are
too,
some
I
times.
understand. Like, I can understand both. On that, I can understand where you're coming from with it, and I can understand where they're coming. Like, they're looking at it as like you're their little girl. Like, it doesn't matter if you're 3 or 30 or whatever. But like, so I can understand like, oh, we want to protect her, but we also acknowledge she's a grown ass woman and she has her own life. But also, even if they didn't think of you that way, and you're like, okay, she's there, like, they're still going to be outsiders looking in, so they're only going to see the surface of your relationship as a whole. They don't see the nitty gritty. They don't see what happens when it's literally just you and Monarch,
Yeah,
not your son, just you and Monarch interacting on a daily basis, or like working through a problem, or you know a what a disagreement, or like,
yeah. I
so
mean,
people
and
don't
no marriage. I
understand that when,
mean,
like,
no
on
marriage is
lives where he
perfect. No
maybe
marriage is
raises
perfect.
his
So
voice at you, isn't him yelling at you or like treating you badly. It's just how you communicate.
it to me, the easiest way that I can describe it is like, you know how there's some people that cuss and some people that don't.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it's like some people, when you hear a cuss word, it's a form of disrespect and they get offended.
Mm-hmm.
But in my eyes, sometimes that's how they're trying to express themselves. And
Yeah.
so if they feel vulnerable enough and safe enough to even be able to do that, then that
Mm-hmm.
to me is a quality that I want to be able to have. And so
Right.
like, because nobody's like perfect. And so, like, to me, I
Mm-mm.
like that you said that, when he started throwing things, I think that is definitely a good indication. Mim, whenever, like, I can only imagine, but I don't, like, in your spicy work, I know there's a lot of chains, ropes, like, what,
Equipment,
how could you, yeah, equipment,
accessories, accessories.
accessories. How did you determine, like, okay, you said the tone of voice, but was there anything like that you saw, like in Callie's case, where someone actually threw something? Because I know there's whips and stuff. So, like, was there a situation that ever happened where you're like, oh, okay, I think that was a little too hard, or did you like kind of not necessarily stop it, but just kind of like be like, hey, calm down kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, you could be very observant, and with that, I'm so sorry. My cat is meowing. Don't abuse me. Don't abuse me.
Oh
You're
shit.
yelling at me.
You're hurting my feelings.
Oh.
Sorry, I've just put on my headphones. That was actually very well timed, cat. Um, it's as I said, it's being observant and stuff, and there's no way, no way in the universe that I'm going to allow someone to abuse anyone in front of me. And a lot of people go, think. I mean, I've had people come to me and say, "Oh, you must have gone through abusive relationships and stuff." Well, if I have, sweetheart, it's none of your problem and none of your issue and none of your business.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also too, you just know, like, I suppose, no, you don't just know. You have to watch everything. And as I said, from tone of voice, muscle control, facial expressions, and you just, how do I put this? If I think something is going too far, and there's certain equipment, certain apparati, and accessories that I will not let people use because they're not trained.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
So there's only like the what I call the kindergarten tools that it's like, oh, it'll give you a bit of a sting, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And I have first-hand experience of being in an abusive relationship where it was physical, mental, verbal, and financial. So I can kind of get the gist
Empathize.
of what's
Yeah.
doing, and a lot of people think it's just men. It's women too,
Oh God,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
like massively.
I think that is a great interjection to my husband, because my husband definitely experienced some of that. Um, this is the quietest that I've ever like. You've been so quiet, baby. What's
Yeah.
going on?
I'm not used to it. It's kind of freaking me out.
I know, right?
Stop yelling at me with your mind, with your
Oh.
thoughts.
Well, at least say hello to your peoples. You're the host. I'm the co-host, bruh. I mean, I'm sorry. I know you don't like for me to call you bruh. I was talking to Jason, my cousin, and no, I did that. You can type it all. You just have to say something. Can be a keyboard warrior, like you like to say.
Oh, I say that too.
um, but I think it's just interesting, because a lot of the times, especially here in the South, I don't know how it is over there in other states, but here in Arkansas, it's like a mom state. So like the judges, they've sympathized a lot to the women. And so like I feel like it's not always fair, because
Hmm.
there's many like abusive dads. There are also abusive mothers.
Oh
And so
yeah.
like there's been like in the system, and I can speak from experience because I've had to interpret for a lot of cases, and it wasn't always the father. And so
Hmm.
um but
Just
yeah,
because just
I'm
because
just
males are like usually physically more assertive and stronger does not
Hmm.
mean that they're going to be abusive.
Right.
So
And to add to the story that I said, like, I don't know. So he is the biggest. The guy was the biggest teddy bear. Like, he never had any kind of, you know, it was just them having an argument because he was a bad day, and not to put blame on my friend, but maybe she like should have realized like, okay, he's in a bad mood. Let's just let him cool off, and it would have been fine. Like I even tried to be like, no, just don't, let him. She didn't, So I'm not trying to put blame on her. Is what I'm trying to say, but like, it was just them having an argument, and then when he was there waiting for her, and like was profusely sorry. Like I didn't, like I said, I'm an empath and a natural intuitive. I didn't feel 1 ounce of anger, hate, or like if I had felt even like slightly off, I'd be like, no, you're going to pack an overnight bag and you're coming to my place and I'm not leaving until you're leaving with me, kind of a thing. But so it was all fine, but it was just that I could read the tone of his voice, how he was talking and acting, hurt, all of that. So I'm like, I'm going to put a stop to this before it gets to that point that something bad happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just think like there's just been certain situations where I've, and I'm just being honest, and my husband knows this, so I can say it. In the very beginning of our relationship, I'd never met anyone so like animated. And so whenever he would get that angry, it was so entertaining. And
Hmm.
so I would like purposely kind of do things just because I
rage
I
bait.
never, yes,
Yeah.
I was rage baiting him because
Hmm.
it was just, and of course that's not good for his blood pressure. I do not advise that, but it was just um if you have a patient enough husband.
So you don't advise poking the bear.
No, it's I don't advise poking the bear, but I do like okay, so I had this conversation with him because he would get frustrated with me and then he would be like, "Why?" Like he couldn't understand. In the beginning of a relationship, you don't really know each other yet. It comes with time. And
Right.
so, you know, and finally I stopped for the most part. But I think it was just because again, I've never met anybody very like so animated like him, where he would just I was just kind of just like kind of in awe because I was like, wow, okay, that was a
Right.
lot of emotion, and I've been told that I'm a very unemotional person, but I think Capricorns are not necessarily unemotional; they just don't always show their emotional like the average person,
Right.
and so I think.
Really? I'm the complete opposite to you. I am a crybaby central.
Well, that's the thing. We cry, but we don't necessarily we cry it like we don't always like to show weakness, I think.
Hmm.
And so in some situations being overly dramatic or overly sensitive is a form of weakness in my opinion. And so like it was really really hard, and I've never been able to feel somebody else's pain. I've never been able to feel somebody else's anger. I've never been able to feel somebody else's emotions until I met him. I could always like empathize, like
Hmm.
whenever my ex-husband, and his grandma died or whatever, like it was, or his grandpa, um I could always empathize, but I didn't feel that sadness. I could just see that he was, obviously he was grieving, but like that's one thing that it's just different.
Yeah.
So I think it's different because I honestly don't really know, but he's showed me so much of how to um, have more emotional intelligence because of his level of emotional intelligence. Because I may not be very emotional because we're more logical as Capricorns, but
Hmm.
we can like we're just Aries are the babies of the zodiac, and Capricorns are the oldest ones, and so I think it's definitely an age thing, a maturity type of thing, in my opinion. And
Yeah.
so in the very beginning, we have a good mix where he's a fire sign, I'm an earth sign, so I like to say I'm the sand to his fire because
You're
I
the
think
yin to his yang.
yeah, and I think it's interesting though because like Like I've realized that he tends to, when he gets like super Aries and I'm sure Mim can attest to this because she has a Aries sun, so they are just like a really really strong fire sign, and so like when they can go to 0 to 10 in like 2 seconds, like it
They're,
doesn't really.
they're,
Yeah.
yeah, they're like a fireball in a hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so
Woof.
like I feel like Capricorns are not really like that. They're very, it's like it takes, we have a lot of patience.
Uh-huh. I
Mhm.
Some people have said I have the patience of a saint because I've been guilty of giving people more chances, like second chances, third chances, fourth chances, blah blah blah, and I think I'm like doubly blessed and also cursed in a way because, like I said, I'm an empath and a natural intuitive. I will take on other people's emotions, or like I can read a room. Like when I was witnessing that fight, I could feel his fear, I mean anger, and I could feel her like fear, and like the second I saw her react to when he threw the glass across the room, not even at her, she wasn't even remotely near her, but like the way she reacted, that's what made me jump up. Because I was like, no. And when it comes to abuse in terms of in a romantic setting, I can only understand to a certain point, but I have witnessed it and seen it in my loved ones' relationships of the past, and so I can understand up to a certain point. But I think there's also more than one kind of abuse when it, in general, not just with relationships. So, I mean, there's also verbal, as I feel, but
Oh
it's
yeah,
just this. That's my 2 cents on it.
yeah. Hey, Caffeinated Chaos. That is one of the new voices of the jungle. We're talking about violence inside and outside the bedroom, and when to know when
Oh,
it's too
fun.
far.
Yeah.
And so, we've kind of all been sharing our experiences with that type of situation. Um, when it comes to being married and having other people think that your husband is abusing you verbally, but when to know when it's like unhealthy and when it's actually just because that's like, it's just an interesting balance, I think, especially in any kind of marriage. I know, you might have something to say about that, just because I know your experience, your background. Um, you're a big advocate for, autistic individuals, and my husband is autistic, and so I think, even in that realm, most autistic people, they, when it comes to certain social situations, they don't always know how to act, because that's just what I've been told and read. So whenever you're advocating for someone that's autistic, how do you like, how does that come into play? Like, do you know how to advocate for just like kids or adults? I don't actually know that. I know that you advocate for kids, but do you also advocate for adults?
Uh, well, as somebody with, I guess it's ADHD, diagnosed on the spectrum as both ADHD and having autism, both late diagnosed in life, having, you know, kids with one or more of those. Sorry, all of the caffeine in my system just left my body right just then. Oh, super brain fart. Um, it's situational. But when I advocate for myself or for another adult, absolutely, their behaviors are they're gonna act first. Just from my experience and from what I have experienced, you know, as someone who has de-escalated situations, um, in my own relationships and in others, the line is, speculative, purely speculative based on that. Boundary, it's based on boundaries, it's based on triggers, it's based on uh, emotional intelligence, how much work you're putting into yourself or how much work that person is putting into themselves, what they're, and if the behavior changes moving forward or not.
Mm.
So
And
do you find that like when it comes to, you know, violence in the bedroom and outside of the bedroom, what's in your opinion and your experience? Because I don't know if you want me to say because it's the podcast, but you said it in my life before.
oh, girl,
Um,
you're good.
okay, well, in your past as an exotic dancer, was there a situation where you had to take action because of certain situations like that while
Uh,
you were at work? Like if there was ever a time that a man or a woman, because I know women also go, um, did you experience like anything that you thought was a little too far when it came to, oh, okay, that's clearly that's abuse. That's not like something, oh, they're having a good time type of thing.
um, not out in a social setting as often as I think. I've seen it more at bars than I have ever at a club,
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
but have I experienced it like dealing with physical, emotional, sexual type violence while at work myself? No. That was totally, those were totally separate things. Um,
I know
have
my
I
husband
seen
has
it?
I know my husband has literally told me stories because he has a taxi cab business, and he would service two of the clubs here in Little Rock, and one of them literally is on the verge of getting shut down. If I mean,
Oof.
I'm surprised that it's actually still open because of whatever's going on, because everyone already knows. And so because there's certain things that are happening in back rooms that are not supposed to, and so they're getting, prostitution charges and all of that, which is kind of interesting. But at the same time, it happens even outside of clubs, because I know in Russellville they were investigating things, and I because I lived in Russellville for, I don't know, 20 years plus. I remember hearing about it, and I'll be like, in today's world, and even literally like 3 years ago in Conway, me and my husband were at a vape store, and we literally saw it in action. Like literally, like she was on the corner, and then literally, yeah, it was like so crazy. So I think it's like, I know it happens, but I guess, a form of, I've always wondered, ma'am, over there in Australia, is it even legal over there to, like, is prostitution legal over there? Or is
No.
it no? So
No.
the way that, so there's certain countries that they don't have law, like they're still developing, and so I know that, like, whenever it comes to having a dungeon and all that, how do you, like, whenever you hire, because I know you hire dominatrixes because you tell them what to do, right?
Yeah.
And so how, whenever it comes to the business aspect of it, how can you tell if someone is ready to be in the smex industry? Like, how can you vet someone when it comes to that? And like, because I know you said that there's different levels, so how do you know that said individual is actually going to represent your dungeon correctly?
A lot of interviews, a lot of questioning, and as I said, watching body language, facial expressions, listening to the tone of voice. I have expectations, rules, regulations, and that must be adhered to. And I don't think that some people understand the difference between violence, just, everyday violence or anything like that, to a lot of people see that BDSM is a form of violence. And actually, no, it's not. It depends on whether it's the physical side or whether it's the mental side. And a lot of people come into the dungeon and want release of basically their brain space
Yeah.
because they feel that their thoughts are locked up. And what I'm there to do is to open up their consciousness to explore how far they can go. And it actually takes quite a while.
I'm sure.
You
I'm sure
know,
it does. Yeah, I
mm,
think, whenever you're reading about it is totally different than when you're experiencing it or,
oh,
watching it on
it
TV.
is.
And so,
Yeah, I mean, like in one of our former podcasts, I'm like, there's been sessions where all I've done is sat and held my clients, because I've recognized exactly what they wanted. And, some people might go, oh no, this is a sissy thing to do, or they've been abused really badly. What about, has anyone thought of just the psychological abuse? Because that is a form of violence as well. Because you can really fuck someone up with
oh, yeah.
just words or a look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, so in saying that, I have to be extremely careful and extremely vigilant in watching and listening. Like I will, believe it or not, I will sit there and be quiet and observe. And that can be just as disconcerting as being smacked across the face.
Yeah.
Like just look. Like if
I
you
guess it depends where they're smacking, right?
and
Just a little
depending
of
on
both.
where they enjoy that.
Right.
Right?
Well, I feel there's a big difference between slap across the face and slap across the ass. I
Yeah.
mean, just saying.
Well, I mean,
Well, it
I'm
depends.
sure.
It depends on the setting
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and the moods that are set and everything as well. Because sometimes, like outside of the dungeon, a slap on the face, that is considered
Assault
violent.
and battery.
Yeah.
Yep. Where
Mm-hmm.
and in the dungeon, it's a totally different thing. Sometimes, not a harsh slap across the face. Sometimes just a very quick tap.
Yeah.
That does not sting. That does not leave marks. Uh, brings somebody out of their trance-like state of euphoria, whether it be a sexual euphoria or a psychological euphoria.
Yeah.
Or the nipple clamps.
Jesus. Whoa.
Well,
I'm
It
just
went straight
again,
saying.
from.
Literally, I don't know. Okay. So the only reason why that came to mind is I'll never forget Little Sinner's Life. Whenever you said like suspensions, like there's like you were like giving us different options of what to do, and I was like, whoa, okay. Like, that was like so crazy because you just like literally called out like three things. Like we're like me and Little Sinner were quiet. I could see her eyes where she was like, "Whoa, like what is
Mhm.
going on over there?" And
I
That
just love.
escalated quickly.
I just love how you made the jump from a slap across the face to nipple clamps. I'm like,
oh
whoa, that
man,
escalated quickly. Woohoo!
oh man, it's
Did you
so
know they
sometimes
make?
that,
crazy.
Did you know they make vibrating nipple clamps?
No, I didn't
yes,
know that. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Oh yeah.
It's interesting.
And
They also make vibrating butt plugs.
Yep.
Huh.
And they also make both of those pieces of apparatus will vibrate and zap as well.
Oh, that's right. Because I remember you saying that in the live. You're like electrical whatever. That I'm like, whoa. What are they
Yep,
trying? So
electrodes.
They also have
I
certain
think I'd be down for
websites.
booty zaps.
booty zaps.
I think
Booty sex.
Oh, you know what,
booty
caffeinated?
zaps.
I'm going to use that. Would you like a booty zap?
You're welcome.
That's funny.
Well, to even further blow your mind, Sachi, they now, with the invention of Bluetooth, have certain types of toys for couples that are long distance.
Oh, that's right. I've
The
seen. I've
girl,
heard
the
of
girl
that.
has the toy, but the guy has the control over it. I mean, one guy can be in like London, and the other girl can be in like California. As long as you have a strong.
Uh,
Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, I was just gonna just jump in there. They also have cock rings that can do the same thing for
Vibrating
the
cock
guys
rings.
as well. Yeah.
Ah.
And
And they have.
yeah, there's an app and stuff, and the
Cock
woman
rings.
can,
Okay.
Yeah.
the woman can have control over that too. So
Yeah.
he could be in a board meeting and then
Mm-hmm.
press something, and he'll feel it
Oh
right
yeah.
around his cock.
Yeah. And
That's
they have one for
hilarious.
It's like
the females as
the
well.
best. It is the best invention, and I love
Yes.
it.
Yeah. They also have one for the females, and as long as you have a strong Wi-Fi connection and the Bluetooth connection, it doesn't matter where he is and where she is. They could be sitting them could do it and control somebody in the U.S.
Fun fact: you can also link your Spotify, and it
Yep.
can
Can you
play
imagine
to
like
the play to
EDM, like EDM and house music, like do
Yep.
doing that with that kind of a music?
And
That
you
is
can set to what level and pulse.
Yeah.
It's great. Oh, it's great.
Oh, they have not just vibrating; they have ones that thrust as well.
Oh wow! I'll
Mm-hmm.
never. So Matt Rife, he's a very popular comedian. And Mim actually got to.
Yeah, he's also had his face between Mim's tits.
Yeah.
Kind of jealous, not gonna lie.
Wow. Why don't you
Neat.
unmute and say that? Say it with your chest.
Holy fuck!
Don't be a pussy. Say it with your chest.
Say it with her chest.
Trying to rage bait you into unmiking.
It would just, Jesus Christ, not just bruise, it would obliterate her cervix.
Wow. I guess he wants this to be a women's only live because he has not said one word.
I get it. If I get not being in the people kind of mood, like if I walk out of my house and I'm like, ugh, I don't feel it. It's like, ew, people.
So yeah, this
There's
is a good
always people
opportunity to
outside.
let all our Feral Activity podcast audience. The Monarch of Fire is also a music artist. He's on all major platforms, and so that's why he said that his music would destroy my cervix. Wow. Okay.
So should I bring presents from Australia?
Oh, that is a good question. Yeah, Mim will be visiting the States soon.
And I'll be staying with the lovely Sachy and Monarch.
I'm jealous as fuck. Because they were supposed to be down in Florida, not far from me, like now. Like,
Yeah,
and originally they were gonna come over and see me before they left, and I get it. I'm not mad. I know shit. Stuff comes up. And it's all good.
a lot of things have changed in time. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. But
Yeah.
I'm wanting to. I'll see about because we joined a interesting company. I won't say the name just because they're not paying me to say their name right now. But we
Gotta make that
joined
money.
we are community partners with a very, very extremely popular political nonprofit. And so we get invited, and they pay for our way to go to certain political events. And so I will definitely be on the lookout, and definitely be contacting the Florida person, because
No, I'm just poking fun because I was really looking forward to friendly meeting y'all, but I'm not like
I
upset or
wanna.
anything.
Oh, I'm upset. You ask him. Literally, I was really fucking
Well,
pissed.
I should say I'm not upset at you guys because I know things fall through. I'm upset that the because I was really like yes, 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 And then I was like,
Well,
oh,
I was really, really upset because I was thinking I was going to get to go to the beach, and instead I'm going to Dallas. Pfft, they don't have a beach. Really?
no offense
I
to the
mean,
city of Dallas and its inhabitants.
it's all offense to you, okay?
Full offense.
Honestly, Dallas. I mean, actually, Corpus Christi was not that bad of a beach, but like Florida beaches are so beautiful. No,
Yeah,
no comparison to Texas beaches. No
yeah.
comparison. But Dallas isn't even near a beach at all. But Dallas, I will say this about Houston and all our Texas folks. Dallas is
Y'all have
definitely better
tolerable
than
airports.
Houston.
All I can say is giddy up, Cowboys.
All right, all right,
uh,
all right.
Mimum here is finding her rip, if you watch Yellowstone. When she
Mhm.
comes to the States, we keep telling her, oh, it's gonna be an episode of 90 Day Fiance for you.
Oh no, I did say I'm like I've got to watch out because I have a slight weakness for very strong country accents, like American country accents,
You're gonna
and
find your husband when you're here. Trust me, you will.
well, yeah, I Bea basically said, I'm
Girl, you
very
gotta get you one
worried
with a
that.
drawl.
Hang on, all I can say to that is,
Put a little twang in it.
Down girl.
um,
Whoops.
I was I was saying to Sachi that I was worried that I'll return back to Australia married.
Oh, you
And that
will.
is not going, and that is not going to happen. And then she's like, just reminding you
Wow.
that
Monarch.
Monarch is is a reverend, and
So am I.
you just might. Oh shit.
We're both reverends, and so if he's not available, I can definitely marry you.
Yeah.
But I will say this: I do not marry anybody that does not do at least for premarital courses.
Hmm.
You know
Now,
what? I'm not going to read any
to,
of your comments because I'm a little upset that you're not even unmiking and saying them. This is very odd of you. Really, really odd.
you want to clean my sins,
Ooh,
Mum?
Oh, she called you out.
Hey,
busted.
Monarch. Hey, Monarch. How you doing?
She poured gasoline on it and then lit the
It's
match.
If anybody
sometimes
can make this man talk, it's definitely Mim.
but sometimes you just don't want to people.
I
Some
understand that.
people are too
Yeah.
peoply, and
Yeah.
sometimes if you don't want to talk, you just don't want to talk. I mean, at least, hey, Monarch, at least you're using one part of your body.
Woo.
Oh, you're overstimulated. Hmm.
You know what, Monarch? I fully get that. I was in a live, and about like 8 o'clock, I wasn't necessarily feeling overstimulated, but overwhelmed. And I'm like, I don't want to go straight from this to this podcast. So I was like, I'm gonna dip out, and I just zoned out and watched a movie until like, and then my brother called. That's why I was late to the podcast. But yeah, I get that.
I
I
would
get
like to.
overstimulated. Yeah, and then I should. When what happens with me is I can't even stay in a box. I get overstimulated, overwhelmed. I'm like, I have to leave and be just myself.
I would
Just
like
have
to
a
be
just
overstimulated
have a
right
breather.
now. I would like to be
Well,
overstimulated right now, but overstimulated only in one
speaking
spot.
speaking to that, if you scroll up in the comments real quick and see my last comment, I put the name of the website where I've found some of the toys that I've mentioned, and they have toys for just women, just men, and then couples.
Huh.
So
Lovesense.com.
yeah, I mean, give it a gander; it'll open your eyes.
FYI, this episode is not sponsored by LoveSense.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to like advertise for Love Sense, but like,
But we
yeah.
will accept a partnerships love sense. So
Yeah.
after if you hear this, definitely, I
Yeah,
will
if
be
you
tagging
want
you.
to sponsor us, and we'll happily represent, and talk about toys, but we'll have to test them out first. So you're gonna have to send us a sample.
Yeah,
Mhm.
literally, that is a
I mean,
partnership.
I'm not gonna talk about a certain toy if I don't know what it does and feels like.
Right.
And I can definitely use all of them.
Girl, you probably have already.
Right.
You just hush your mouth now.
Why don't you come over here in the States and make me?
Well, I'll be over there in September.
Monarch. This episode is sponsored by Smex Toys and Astroglide.
Oh wow.
If this episode had a sound, it would be.
I mean, yeah.
And at the end of it, it might be, thank you, madam.
You made me
And
eat.
Hershey syrup, if you're into it. Wow.
You
Oh,
know what?
speaking of
You know
which,
what? You know what, honey? Don't knock until you tried it.
okay,
It will
so
get messy and maybe a little sticky, but it's gonna be worth it.
that's a good question, Mim. In the dungeon, is food
Yes.
allowed in the dungeon?
Yes.
What are the main what's the most common thing that you have to buy?
My most favorite, and it's in the words, whipped cream.
Oh, I mean that yeah. It is definitely
Yeah.
it's been in a lot of movies, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I've even heard of fruit roll up
Yep.
for
Yes.
the guy.
You wrapped the dick in it. Yeah.
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 Well,
It's
that's what
all.
edible panties are made out of.
Or
Mm-hmm.
taking pop rocks, putting some in your mouth, and then giving blowjob.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that one.
I've done that one.
Oh,
And,
haven't you?
yeah.
Oh.
When
Oh,
I did.
my boyfriend at the time, which I'm not going to say his name because I know he's on here, but I told him, it's like, are you crazy? I'm like, you know what? How about this? We'll just try it once, and if you don't like it, even midway, you don't like it, we'll stop and we'll never do it again. He's like, you know what? Okay, fine. And but afterwards, he's like, fuck, babe. Wait, so we should keep that in the rotation? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The fruit roll up, that was something that I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
That means that the man has to manscape for that one.
Oh yeah.
Different fruits, different vegetables, different
Mm-hmm.
textures. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, David. Our favorite cosplayer over here.
Hey, David.
Hey, we're talking about this is
Edible
probably a
panties and fruit
subject.
roll-ups.
We're talking about fruit roll-ups being on guys' dicks.
Huh?
I said we're
Hey,
We're gonna scare him away again, y'all. Come on.
David, we're talking about fruit roll-ups being on guys' dicks and women just tearing it off.
Yep. And we've talked about vibrating butt plugs, cock rings. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Kelly.
Hi.
I haven't heard from you in months.
Yeah, well, you have called me. It's a two-way street, buddy.
I texted you.
Really? Well, we could address that off of the podcast, but okay. No, because we don't need to talk about that here. But yeah. No.
Yeah, I know.
David.
Ew, David. Ew.
Wow, David, you can go ahead and read the other the man in the comment right there, Monarch.
What comments?
Well,
Apparently, he said you tear off our freedom, patience, and apparently food off our genitalia. Yay! Wow.
Like I said,
Well-
I'm not very focused or following right now because I literally just woke up. I just passed out for an hour.
Do you wake up with wood? I'm just asking. Literally.
good God.
Just ask him
That
for a
escalated
friend.
quickly.
You said
That
you
got
just
me.
woke
Oh my
up, so I was
god.
like, I know that's very common for men, but not all men wake up like that.
You know what? It's more common than you think, but at the same time, not as common as you think. Like, again, one of my exes, his favorite thing to do in the morning would be to poke me. And one morning, I was finally like, "Quit fucking poking me in the back of that thing." And he's like, "Oh yeah," and I'm not gonna go there until the rest of that story, but yeah, it's a thing.
It's called morning wood, not an afternoon hot dog. Wow. Oh
This,
shit.
oh
Damn.
god. Mm-hmm.
Mim, over there in the dungeon, is there more has
Hi, ma'am.
do you keep
Hi.
blue chew type of things over there just in case the session isn't going according to plan?
Sorry, I didn't catch what you just said.
So
Do you keep PP pills on hand?
yeah.
Things to
Oh
make
yeah.
his little man stand at attention.
Oh yes.
Duh.
I
Oh
figured
yeah.
because I mean you really don't you can't like I mean it just depends with the age I think. I'll
Maintain.
allow Blue Chew to sponsor this message. I'm just saying. Well, okay. Well, I'm just saying. Like, how? What is the longest session that you've had over
6
there?
hours.
6 hours.
Holy Jesus.
Shit. The longest. The longest
Question?
I've ever.
What's the
I mean,
question?
damn.
What was the question? What was the question?
So, um,
This
sh-
one time in band camp.
Wait, did you
Okay,
say
I
what was
never
the longest? What was the
longest
longest
session
what? Longest session and what for?
in her dungeon, her sex dungeon.
Oh, like what was the like what was the longest sex
No,
session? You mean?
session.
No, session.
Session.
Oh, therapy session.
Oh,
it's a form
I
of
mean, you could
therapy.
call it
There's.
that, I
It's
Well, I
just.
guess.
mean,
It
it is a form of
literally.
therapy because I'm sure they get released, but
Oh yeah.
well,
Sexual
I
healing is a real
mean,
thing, y'all.
yeah.
there's in my
I am so
dungeon
lost.
there is the sexual sense, which I do not do. That's where I have my dominatrix employees function into that.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, I mean, some of my clients, yeah, they want a sexual thing, and I don't have to touch them. And yeah, the longest has been 6 hours.
I'm guessing they had help with.
Well, things will, in the male factor, will go up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
Because I mean, if you want to get honest, I've had long sessions before.
I think the longest one that I've ever had is 4 hours.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I don't know. Not it's different than Mim's situation, but like you're not in mine that I've done in past situations. It's not that it's a constant thing. You're not constantly having sex. Like you obviously take breaks and you have water. You go to the bathroom. Like you maybe eat a little something, and like
Yeah,
you both rest and reset. And then like whenever you're ready to go again, you go again.
yeah.
I'm a virgin, just so you know.
Oh,
No. Wait, how
what's
old are
your
you
name,
again,
Dave?
David?
Huh?
How old are you again? If
How
you
old
don't
are
mind me
you, first of
asking.
all?
Hmm?
How old are you, Kelly, again? I forgot.
I'm 43.
You're 43. I am 25.
good for you.
And I wish I wasn't a virgin. Because I would probably last 3 hours.
How do you know?
Mm,
Hmm.
You don't need to fuck somebody or have sex with someone to last 3 hours.
No.
Well,
mm-mm.
no, it's... Wait, well... I mean, I'm assuming that's what we're talking about. are we not talking about that, or
Self
is it?
pleasure can last as long as you want it to.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
Oh
that
yeah.
is true. So if you have you had a session with yourself that lasted 3 hours, David, and that's why you think you would last that long?
The thing is, I'm very picky with positions. I'm very picky with like the things I like being degraded. I'm very picky because I prefer a stepmom kind of way, and I just it depends on it depends how the ending goes. Depending on how the ending goes, and if there's backwards writing, that's boring. And if there's the JJ drinking, that's boring. And if there's like behind licking, like behind bottom licking, that's also boring. So I just prefer writing and casually writing and bouncing.
Hmm.
Well, that is a very common
everyone
way
likes.
for a woman to. That is a very common, like, I think I read that the most easiest way for a woman to climax is when she's on top.
Yeah. I can see
Also, I
that.
don't remember the other. I don't remember caffeinate. Did I have a wait? Did I meet caffeinate before? I
No.
have a very bad memory.
This is the only
Hello.
part of this
How old are you?
conversation I can tune into.
Oh,
How old are you,
finally.
caffeinated?
It's
I'm 35.
Old
Oh,
enough.
sorry for asking. I know you probably tell me it's rude to ask a woman her age. The thing is
That's
that
okay.
I have very bad memory,
That's
and
Oh
okay.
no,
the
you're
thing
fine.
is I've been educated to always ask, and yeah, that's just what
I
I'm
took
programmed
no offense to you asking.
Oh, see, I couldn't get on y'all's train earlier with the conversation y'all were on. That's why I stayed quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we were on a train?
David,
Whoa,
there is
whoa, whoa. I did not
nobody
talk about
running a
that.
train on anyone.
I thought you were
It takes
like
that
a
kind of
public
shout.
transportation.
Chugga
Choo
I
chugga
thought
choo.
you were on a
choo
public.
Not over here.
I
Oh
thought
no,
you were on a
no,
public
David. If
transportation.
it takes you 3 hours to beat one out on the reg, I'm just saying you might need to see a doctor, my boy. Like that's not normal. If I didn't have my wife, I
Or you
could beat
just
one
take
out
the
in
best
15
part.
minutes. That's about how. That's all you need.
No, I've actually timed it. It was
Listen,
5 minutes.
the thing is, if it comes to a woman, sure, I might lose my virginity within like a minute or two. But
I'm
if
half
I'm
tempted
used
to
to
pay
it,
for a prostitute for you.
Oh
please
God.
don't.
Wow. I
I
do
don't.
not support this
I don't.
message.
The thing is that I don't want to get AIDS because I still have a lot of
I'll at
chapter in
least
me.
make sure to test her. Shit, I'm not that kind of friend.
That does
Wrap it.
literally open up a good,
What?
suggestion for everyone.
He
That we
wouldn't.
live in a time and age.
I
You
mean,
never
I
really
know a
know.
lot of hookers. They're called strippers.
No,
Well, and also
not
he
all of
wouldn't go
them.
to
Right.
he wouldn't go to your
Listen, the
friendly
thing
like
is,
neighborhood corner. Like he would go to a high end escort service.
I mean, I
the
could
thing
probably
is,
list off at least 30 or 40 strippers that I know that would do it. I'm just saying.
the thing is that like I will probably not fall, well, like I'll probably lose my virginity as I wouldn't resist to get folded. But the thing is that like not folded, but have sex. But the thing is that the thing is that I have to resist and control myself because the only thing I would let a stripper do to me is just put a leash collar on me and degrade me.
David, I'm
service.
saying to fuck her. I didn't say you had to fall in love with her shit.
So,
well, you
but
know,
what
I
it
can't.
sounds like to me is that David wants to go to Mim's dungeon and lose his virginity there.
No, because
No, you
then
do not
he
want to go
might have
from
something happen to him that he may not want to happen to him.
exactly. That's like going from
Look, baby steps. If you're gonna
yeah.
pop his cherry, you do it right. Don't put him in a dungeon room where there might be some G4Y men in there that might want to get a hold of his booty hole. I'm just saying, don't
But
put him in there.
That's like going from 0 to 1,000 in an
okay,
instant.
but
Darling,
didn't you guys
you
just
do it in
hear?
your own time when you're
Didn't
ready
you
to do
guys
it.
just hear
Exactly.
that Min said that some of her clients, she just holds them. Like, it's literally up to the client and it's up to her. What, like, literally. So,
Yeah,
The
You,
thing
you
is
would
that,
pay.
like,
You would have a pay to have a
listen,
cuddle session.
the thing is,
Yeah.
so
that
there's
is a
two
job
things
here. That's a real job.
there's a thing.
Oh, yeah.
There's a thing that I'm against. That two things I'm against is just the cock ring and being pegged. These two are the only things I do mind. I don't want it on.
I
Well,
mean,
and
David,
that's
David, I'm going to tell you right now, there's some freaky ass women out there that'll put a finger in your butt and ask you if you like it. Okay, like you
It's God's fault
you
for
gotta
putting y'all's
watch.
G-spot in
thank
your
you.
butthole.
See,
Just
no,
saying.
God
no,
damned
thank you.
us for that. Okay, I don't know why
No,
God did
thank
that to men, but men have
no,
their
thank.
G spot in their booty hole, and I don't know why.
The thing, well, no, thank you, because the thing is, I will be shakingly feared, and I would be asked to please let me go.
I would be shakingly feared too. So if someone just tried to put a finger in your butt, yeah, I'd run away too.
basically, David. Honestly, it boils down to I understand you want to do it and you want to, in a sense, get it over with. But trust me, it doesn't mean anything.
Do what?
Do it.
Do what?
No. Have sex with somebody.
To go Percy in the playpen, heels to Jesus, make her scream. I mean,
The thing,
Do it
listen.
when you're ready.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
when you're ready.
do it when you're ready.
Is,
Like do it when you have.
maybe, okay, in the male's perspective is
Perspective. Come on, today, Junior. Today,
okay, hold
Junior.
on. So, do you think that a man is ready for that? Like, when do
Shit, I
you?
was ready at what 13? I was ready.
Okay, I'm not talking about you,
Oh,
but what I'm
God.
talking about, do you think, like, as far as like uh experience, the whole experience type of thing, not just sex but other things, in your opinion, do you think they have to be a certain age?
I'm staying off this topic. I'm staying off that. You guys can answer that. I
Look,
don't have
when
an
I
answer yet.
figured out that I had something on my body that grows and gets bigger and does other things, I figured out how to use it.
I will say this: I don't regret the person that took my virginity. I knew him; he was not a virgin, but we'd also known each other for a while.
I'm not
And
going to talk about my time. I'm gonna be quiet.
no,
Yeah,
you don't have
it's
to. I'm not
best
going to
like,
go. I'm not going to go into detail, but I'm going to say he was not a virgin, but he was patient with me in terms of like all that. But David, it really boils down to if you clearly you're ready, but I would not go out and just like fuck anybody because I guarantee you after the fact you will regret losing it that way. I have
Like
friends.
I agree with Callie mostly. Okay, so I'm gonna bounce off what Callie's saying.
Okay.
Go out and make the first time special, then go be a whore if you want. Like it's
Yes.
okay then.
Yes.
Do it while you're in your
never
20s
okay. No, that
because
is bad advice.
I
Okay.
wasn't done.
What?
If you'd let me finish, shit. Go be a whore in your 20s because by the time you hit your 30s and 40s, you're like, do I have to?
Right.
Listen, the thing is, it doesn't have to be sex to get degraded. A woman can degrade me without sex. The thing is, for example, if let's say Callie or Caffeinated would tell me, "Hey, go join this live, you slut or you shithead," I'll be like,
You,
"Sure,
yeah,
I don't
you
mind.
cunt.
You little
Mm.
I don't
bitch.
mind it."
No, David. You be doing as I tell you to do.
yeah, don't be a cunt bastard bitch.
Like I said, if a woman tells
Don't be
me
a
anything
vampire, Pete.
like as a degraded way, I'll be like, "Yes, ma'am." But again, but it only comes from a single woman. Only comes from a single woman only.
Like
Only
like
married,
singular as in like one woman or from like a single relationship status woman.
like a woman who is not like I don't want. Like for example, I don't want your wife to degrade me and to tell me where I need to go
No,
because
I would choke the shit out of her.
No. Do not go after
Maybe
a
I
married
like
woman.
that. Maybe
up.
Do
I
not
like
go
that,
after a married woman. So, David,
Like,
no, go
like you know
ahead.
what I mean, right? You know what I mean, right?
No, I mean, I
Yeah.
Like, I
understand what you're
don't.
saying is like you respect like that we're married, and I
He
appreciate that.
respects
Yeah.
boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly.
That is
So,
that's
David? Can I ask you? Are you wanting to be in a relationship with somebody before you do it, or do you want to just like if it's a random person or a friend or whatever, like, or do you want that
The thing is,
relationship to be established first?
what do you mean? Like, do I want to be in a relationship to be degraded?
No,
No,
like in
do you
terms of
want to
having
be in a
sex.
relationship to pop your fucking cherry?
Yeah. You don't want to, or do you not want to
The
be
thing
like with
is,
somebody where it's just one and done?
to answer, I don't know if this will answer your question, but the thing is, I'm saving myself for marriage, but before marriage, I would just dry hump.
Yeah.
okay. I mean, so you've done stuff. It's just you haven't.
The thing is that I feel the thing is that like dry hump will not make is the reason I wouldn't. It would prevent me from losing my virginity. I know it's a bit weird, but the thing is, I would dry hump, and when it comes to marriage, then I will lose my virginity after that.
Look, no. See what you do, David. Is if she walks up to you and goes, you take it. Take it like a man.
Wow.
Wait.
Wow.
Okay, let me. Okay, look. The thing is, listen. Let me just tell you, right? If a woman gives me a BJ, I will not kiss her after that. I will not give her a kiss because she needs to brush her teeth.
Oh,
You
I am
know,
not tasting my own. I'm not tasting my own sticky.
well,
Whatever
just
that
make
shit
sure
is
you're
from me.
clean before she does. I mean, shit.
No, what do you mean? No. I'm saying like I don't know what that means, but I'm saying like once she's done giving me a BJ, if she starts kissing me, I'll tell her no. Go brush your teeth. Go brush your teeth. I'm not tasting that. Go brush your teeth.
Well, you gotta be
Okay,
careful
so
with that
what?
one
There's
because,
an
like, there
easy.
are some
There's
women
an
out
easy
there that like that.
solution. There's
Like,
an easy solution for that. You have to kiss before, and then that can be a.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
called
I know, but the thing is,
foreplay.
I don't like BJ's. I really don't like BJ's at all. I don't like.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend you didn't just say that. As a man, I don't know what to feel right now because,
David,
like,
have you ever gotten a BJ before?
it probably wasn't a good one. Because let me tell you something: a good blowjob is like when they gotta come up for air, just or like licking a lollipop. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, as a man, I'm not gonna turn that down.
I have a
Because apparently a
question.
blowjob is an upsell. Oh,
I
you
have a
don't like the
question.
BMW?
Wait, hold
Here's the
on, you guys.
Mercedes.
Ma'am has a question.
The thing.
Ma'am, go
David,
ahead.
I have a question. Thank you. I have a question for you, David. If you
Yes,
went
ma'am.
down on her and then she demanded that you kiss her because you're going to be a good little boy, would you do that?
Actually, well, first I don't like the word little, and second of all, are you saying like if I do the front below and then kiss her
And she demanded that you kissed her after.
Before you wash your
after
brush your teeth.
before I brush my teeth?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is, it will her front bottom will taste like shit possibly. So I think I'm just gonna stick with the lips instead. So I might possibly brush my teeth or
So
actually,
you'll
well, the
just
thing
like
is
give
with
her a
her
peck, but not an actual kiss.
a, a pet.
A peck. So you'll just like a peck.
Like a kiss on the cheek.
Okay. Well, no. The thing is that it will probably taste gross after the pussy thing because with her salivas and everything. So it'll probably taste with a mix of salivas and the cum. It would just make me vomit. So yes, I'll probably just brush my teeth. But the thing is, I have to brush it very, very, very hard each and every single areas. And I
No,
don't
but
know what cum tastes like.
I did not mention blowjobs or
No,
kissing somebody after you've gone down on them while after they've been inside them. I'm saying if you went down on a woman and you ate her
Mm-hmm.
pussy and then she brought your chin up to her mouth, would you kiss her?
So you're asking like after I do her pussy and then would I
And
kiss her in the mouth?
yeah, when you still
Yeah.
have her juices and whatnot on your face and kind of maybe in your mouth, if she asked you to kiss her, would you do it?
You know what? I got two perfect people to bring in here, and I just invited them. My Pookie is one of them. This is where I need Pookie's help. I need Pookie's help right here.
But before they come in and start talking, I would really like to hear David's response to those questions.
As I said, the thing is, it would depend on the taste. It depends on the taste of it. I may not like the taste, but if I give it a try, sure, I'll do
So
that.
what I'm hearing is you've never tasted it.
Dave,
Yeah, I never.
if I may, I want to point something out. A woman's cooter does not have a distinguished taste. It's not like filet mignon or fucking T-bone steak. I mean, it's the coochie. Coochie tastes like coochie.
I thought every woman have different tastes of their own.
No, I'm gonna tell you, if a woman has one taste and you taste another woman, she has another taste. It mean her pussy rank, and she need to wash that motherfucker.
If you go down there and it smells like fish, don't do it.
If you want the technical scientific answer, she probably has a higher pH level or something than the other girl.
So what's it supposed to taste? What's it supposed to taste?
There's not really an assimilation to it.
There's not like a designated, this is what it's supposed to smell like. It's
we can
different for
describe
every
the texture,
female.
but we can't describe the taste.
Yeah, it's different for every female, David. It really is.
Yeah, it's also the same thing of when you kiss somebody, whether it be a guy or a woman, their saliva tastes different. Everyone's saliva tastes different as well.
Hannah.
Okay, out of everyone in the boxes, I think the person that has the most experience when it comes to tasting pussy, I think is Mim, right?
Yeah, because you're old as shit.
Oh.
Wow.
It also mean for the fact that I've eaten a lot more pussy than you have, Mona.
Oh,
I don't
damn.
care. I don't look. I got one, and that's good enough.
Technically, you have had 20 or so, but
actually, no, 15. Thank you.
Okay,
I'm talking about right now.
round
Do I
up.
have 15 cooters right now? No, I have one, and that is you. One is bad enough.
Wow. I thought you just said it doesn't taste like anything.
Is Sachy the only female you've ever slept with, period?
No. I'm saying I only have one coochie to worry about.
He's saying his body count is 15. I knew it was 20 or under, but it was higher than 10.
I just wanted to clarify.
In my defense, most of the women I've ever slept with, I was in a form of a relationship with, mind you.
And that's the question that Callie was asking David, is if for his first time, did he wanted to have a relationship or a one night stand? And out of what I've heard, I think he wants to have, he said he wants to wait for marriage. So I'm guessing a relationship.
See, it was different for me because I went through several relationships, and that was kind of like my whoring phase. But I wasn't like other people who just went to bars late at night and decided, I'm gonna get fucked up and I'm gonna get to fucking. The majority of the women I've slept with, I had a relationship with. So I can understand that aspect. But if you don't do something about it while you're young, and while your body allows you to be sexually active like that, it's bad on your mental health. It's going to hurt you when you get older, and it causes problems.
There are actual proven medical and scientific facts that having sex on the regular, not like every day, but like a regular active sex life is beneficial to your health.
Yeah.
And if going long periods without it is proven to have a negative effect.
Well, they also say that you need.
And I'll say this: I was actually, when I was younger, like a little kid, and thinking about it, and because I had, all that, I was like, you know what? I really want to save myself for marriage. And then I hit 11, 12. I had my first kiss, and then I'm like, that went out the fucking window because I still, the person I was with for my first time, I was not in a relationship, yes. However, I had known this person for a long time. We were really, really good friends. And like we low key had an attraction to each other, but like we didn't really want to date each other. So I was comfortable. Like it wasn't a one night stand, but it wasn't in a relationship either.
That's
Wait,
the
If that
kind of
makes
relate.
sense.
That's I can understand that because literally, like because my body count is 3. I don't care to say that because it's
Right.
3.
I'm
But
not gonna
so
wait,
say mine.
wait,
so
I have a
the
question.
yes.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I didn't interrupt you, but something just concerned me just then from the Cali. Are you saying like so if I because the thing is I basically pleasure myself Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Is that and you said something about like it's not good for your health or something like that?
No, it's actually good for your health.
It is good. Yeah.
But you said something is like affects your mental health or something like that.
So whenever you do that to yourself, it releases it's a form of release.
They have done
So
studies that. Sorry, hold on. We're down the wrong pipe. I apologize.
so like
Yeah,
whenever you do
it
that,
creates endorphins.
yeah.
Yeah, they
Sorry,
did a
Han.
test,
Okay, one at a
David,
time.
where they did a test, David,
One at
where
a time.
like an hour's worth of excuse me, making love and working out in the gym have the same mental, physical, emotional effects. Excuse me, in terms of the release of endorphins, feel that happy feeling.
Yeah.
So there, I mean, it does. Like, yeah,
There's also been studies that say that you need 5 hugs to mentally survive every day.
yeah.
And so physical touch is something that is
Mm-hmm.
it's very beneficial, and a lot of people there's been situation, and I'm sure Mim can probably attest to that some people don't like to be touched
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
because they've had physical abuse in their past or something,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
but to men like and I've noticed this, like I've never been physically abused, but well, from my
I've abused your cooter walls.
oh my
Oh,
gosh.
good lord.
Jesus Christ, dude.
You know what? I love you guys,
Also,
but I could have not gone. I could have, like, yeah.
That's why she walks down.
Okay.
Actually,
um,
Sachi,
um,
I just have to say I've got to go at the moment. If I can get
Mm.
back quickly, I
Yeah,
will.
we're about to end it anyways, but I will say this. Whenever it comes to, physical touch, I know some people they tend to be a little bit, not used to it. And so I think it boils down to how you were raised. And so I
Mm-hmm.
noticed it in my son. So like my son, because I had a very cold type of relationship with his dad, where
Mm-hmm.
he didn't see us hug a lot, or he
Mm-hmm.
didn't see us be very touchy feely with each other. He didn't see that, and so he was very, very standoffish. I've noticed, because we didn't see it at home. And so, but now that Monarch and me actually love each other, like literally, he sees that.
Yeah. You love each other now.
Well, okay, well, like and I'll say this, like I grew to love my ex, but I fell in love with
Yeah.
Monarch, and so it's totally different because when you grow to love someone, it's like it's not that you're forced to love them, but it's something that didn't happen automatically, naturally.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't my I would and I from my personal experience, I am naturally very, very touchy feely with Monarch because my body's just naturally wanting to always be around him because I
Mm-hmm.
actually fell in love with him, not I grew to love someone. And you're talking about your experience with your first. I was friends with my son's dad for a whole year before we ever dated.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never saw him as anything other than a friend, but because of that friendship, I was like, I guess we have really we're very compatible, so he asked me out, at least I don't know, I want to say for a good 3 months after the year, and I was like, okay, we'll see how that goes. And
Right.
yeah,
I have a
8
question.
years later, yeah, well, we were married 10, but we were together 8. And
I have a
so
question
uh-huh.
for you. I have a question for you in Caffeinated because my memory is so shit.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's okay.
so you said how old are you, host?
I'm 35.
And Caffeinated.
She's
Wait, so you and
35 too.
Caffeinated,
Yeah.
you're both 35?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. Yeah, sorry. It's just I have a very short-term memory loss, and it's just that like I can't. I keep forgetting people's ages. I keep forgetting.
It's okay. I do it too.
Yeah, but yeah, well, I appreciate you guys coming in and being in the podcast. We're going, like I said in the beginning of the episode, we do have a very special upcoming guest. He is the highest paid neurologist in Texas. And he has 5 clinics in the world. He's originally from England, and he focuses on addictions, and he's like known as the celebrity addiction coach. His clients range from like The Rock to Robert Downey Jr. to Eminem to, so like he's a very very
I'm really looking forward to that one.
I'm very very excited because he is
Wait,
an amazing person.
you just woke me up for Robert Downey Jr. You said he knows Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay. You know how back in the I can't remember where he was in active addiction and then he got clean. This guy helped him get clean.
Yes, so the doctor that we're gonna have as a guest in our next episode, he is the known as the addiction doctor, and he has a 97% success rate, and he's helped Robert Downey Jr. So we're
All right,
gonna
David.
yeah but yeah, so definitely stay tuned, y'all, because it's gonna be a really cool episode, just because you guys can ask him about
Definitely.
a lot of cool things, and he's very very like an open book, so I'm excited. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone, and make sure you subscribe and follow to all of our platforms. We are on a couple new ones, and so if you go to our link tree, they're already in there as well. And so thank you so much, and have a great day, and always remember, stay feral. I'm gonna play the
I'm gonna give it to you straight. If you're not listening to Feral Activity Podcast, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life. I don't know what the fuck you think you're doing, but you need to stop whatever it is you're doing and go listen to Feral Activity Podcast right now.